Everybody, welcome back with Cooking with Nana. So today is my Kua Mii day. So this is what I'm gonna have. I use 1 pack of this brand of the noodle, and then I have 5 head of shallot, garlic is 5, clove, and then 1 cup of sugar. MSG, this would be 1 tablespoon. If you don't want MSG, you don't have to put MSG. It's an option. And 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And I have green onion, cilantro, all sliced, and bean sprout, all washed and drained. And then my egg omelet. It's just egg omelet. You beat the eggs, and then you just add a little bit of fish sauce and a little bit of MSG, and you fry it as an omelet and slice it like this. And the sauce I am gonna do for you to make Kua Mii. Okay, this is gonna be 1/3 of oyster sauce, and then see it say thin soy sauce, Cilantro Halve. So we would call it Cilantro Halve, but then in English we would call it thin soy sauce. You can use any brand of thin soy sauce you want. Okay. And then this one, fish sauce. I am gonna probably use less fish sauce because I don't want it to be too salty already. So if I want to add a little bit salt, I can just add salt. So I'm going to use 1/4 of fish sauce. Okay. And then you can use black soy sauce. It's a little bit darker, but I'm not going to use a lot too because I'm going to glaze my sugar to make it brown. So probably I'm just going to use, let's see, not even a 1/4 cup, just say like probably 1 tablespoon. Okay, then I'm gonna mix this all up. I'm gonna mix this all up to make the sauce. And black pepper. So black pepper, probably 1 tablespoon. This sauce should be enough to make the noodle Kua Mii. And then I'm gonna add MSG in here. Well, I'm gonna use just 1 tablespoon. Say MSG, if you don't want to have MSG, that's fine. You don't have to add MSG. And I'm gonna taste it. Okay, that's fine. And then if you want to add more season to it, you can, but I'm happy what I have right now. So my next step is to show you how I fry my noodle and all these ingredients that I have left over. Turn on my stove, and I add the oil in. And I will add my sugar. If you think the sugar is too sweet, you don't have to use 1 cup. You can use 1/2 cup of your sugar. If you're gonna make a lot of noodle, you can use 1 cup. If you're gonna make just a little bit, you can just do 1/2 cup of sugar. So we're just gonna let it melt it with oil and cook it. Yeah, first you turn your oven. Turn your stove on high. Keep your eye on the pot, so you don't want to burn your sugar. See how the sugar melted with the oil, and then let it glaze a little bit more browner. lower down the heat to medium because I didn't want it high heat. If I keep it high heat, I don't want my sugar to be tasting very burned. You see how it turned a little bit brown? Mixed with the sugar and the oil. Because why we put oil, a lot of like half cup of the oil, because we don't want our noodle to be stuck, to be sticky together. So I like the way, you can let your sugar to be a little bit more brown, but to me I'm happy with it. So I'm going to add the shallot and the green and then the garlic together. And all this herb into the sugar and the oil, you can smell it. It smells so good. So I let it cook until the shallot and the garlic a little bit crispy, but I don't want over burn it. Probably I let it like stir for like 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna add that sauce that I made for it. Use 1, 2. I'm gonna use 2 for right now. 2 for right now, because I don't want. And I'm gonna add a little bit, half cup of water. I'm not gonna use half cup, so just half of the whatever that is in here. Just use a little bit. And then you taste your broth the way how you like it. So here's my noodle. In the package, I rinsed it with cold water and I soaked it. Yeah, I washed it with cold water. And after I wash it with cold water, I just soak it in cold water. You don't have to soak it in hot water because you're going to cook with this in. And after that, I'm going to put the noodle in. This is 1 pack of noodles. Mix it. Turn up your heat up, give it high. See that, you know why there's a lot of broth? Because it's good, because so your noodle will be soft. If it's okay, if there's still some noodle, it will soak it in later on. Okay, I let it stir fry like for 3 or 5 minutes, and you can tell if your noodle is soft or hard. You can just bring it out, and because you don't want the noodle to be overcooked. You want it to be, because to be not too soft. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. Okay, when everything, you just try to mix it. Try not to let it stick together, because when it gets cold, it will get stick together. I will add bean sprout. You can add bean sprout as how much you want. It's up to you. And cilantros, green onions. When it gets cold, it's going to get sticky. You don't have to put eggs if you don't want to. If some, you can just eat it like this with vegetables, and if you want to just add eggs, you can. So this is how, this is how the Kua Mii looks like. And then you just taste it. Perfect. Like I say, if you don't like too much sweet, just cut down the sugar to a half cup of sugar. And then the sauce that is left over, you can put it up in the container, refrigerator, and do the next time. And this is how I do my Kua Mii, and I will serve it like this. Right now it's hot. When it gets cold, it will be. It gets sticky. So, and then if you want to add up like this, a little bit more of the vegetables. Kua Mii would be like. So, and thank you so much for coming, enjoy the video, and I hope you try it out. And this is way how I do my Kua Mii. Maเด้อ มากิน Kua Mii น้ำกัน so you're always welcome to my house and enjoy our food. Thank you so much ขอบใจละลาย ชนะเราเจอกันใหม่ ลาก่อน